Welcome everybody, hope you are doing wonderful. I am excited for the ridiculousness we have in store tonight. Tonight is not Shattered Dungeons nor Critical Dawn, it is in fact Shadows of the Nameless, a once a month Star Wars podcast featuring these incredible people on the right of your screen. I couldn't figure out how to say that accurately, but said something, so here we are. We got a fun show in store for you. Lots of great people here. Don't forget to listen to episode 1. If you haven't listened to that already, you can find that on twitch.tv/Shattered Tabletop Games if you're listening to this after the fact, or if you're watching live, go follow us on any podcast app so you can kind of get all of that behind the, not behind, but the you know, the older stuff, not so current, but still applicable. So, and then don't forget next week, if you've been keeping up with Critical Dawn, will be the finale of Arc 1, where all of our wonderful Pokemon masters, air quotes, finally get to the end of their adventure, and, you know, it's not good. It's really not great. So, but tune in for it. It'll be hilarious. Tofu, if you're in chat, sorry. We have a wonderful show in store for you tonight. But just to recap, maybe you didn't watch last episode. Maybe this is the first time you're watching Shadows of the Nameless. Last episode, a group of strangers awoke from Bacta tanks. For those of you who really love Star Wars or have been watching the new Boba Fett series on Disney+, that's the thing Boba Fett sleeps in the Jabba's palace. So they awoke, they found out who they are, but they have no recollection of who they were. And so through process of dialogue elimination and one unfortunate Scomplink location, we're able to figure out kind of what species they were and all of that. And then they sought to figure out where they were, at which point they found themselves aboard a slightly defunct, in disrepair Gozanti Cruiser, and now they are on a quest using their Lambda-class shuttle to go to the Interdictor Cruiser to repair their Hyperdrive. So, we will go to our intro video, hope you enjoy it, and then we will come back and set the stage. See you in a moment. Welcome back. If you missed our intro, our group of ragtag strangers are heading from their Gozanti Cruiser into the Interdictor Cruiser that has its gravity well currently activated. So before we get going there, let us introduce our cast because they actually know their names now. Last episode we knew nothing about anybody, but now we have at least names. So top to bottom, according to the screen, I'm David. I'm running the show here. I am our Arc Master, so sorry for all the plot holes. We have our humanoid droid, half human brain, 95% droid, TC4S, played by Derek.
Roger, everyone. We are more machine now than man.
I love that. I'm excited because I feel like now from this point forward, you're going to use different droid, catchphrases. I'm just waiting for the Gonk droid episode. That's really what I'm here for. We have Karex, played by Diana.
Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here, and I will take one of those vibroblades, please.
You got it. We have Jillick.
Also, hi.
Hi. We have Jillick, played by Lizzie.
Bright moves. I would also like a vibroblade, please, and thank you.
I forget who has it. We'll just say that Jirak has it, and he'll divvy him out in a moment. And then, of course, we have Labrick, played by Natalie.
Hi, I'm a Wookiee, and I'm here to help. Just a little bit.
Labrick, the helpful Wookiee.
Yes. I wasn't quite sure if you were going to go full-on, Wookiee roar or anything right there, but I like that.
I'm working up to it.
There you go. It'll be like you get into a fight and have to go full on rage town, rip someone apart, and that's when we'll get
cry.
it. Yeah. It'll be a miraculous, heartfelt moment. So the group, in search of a Hyperdrive Motivator, leaves the Gozanti Cruiser aboard the Lambda class shuttle that was docked there on the cruiser itself in one of the fighter ports. And so traveling across, you see as you get closer, the interdictor cruiser has its gravity well engines active, which means no one's getting to hyperspace right now. And also, you notice that a vast majority of the ship is in complete disrepair. There's blaster fire scoring all across the ship. There are parts of the ship that have clearly been bombed, torpedoed. Huge swaths of areas that have exploded and are now open to the vacuum of space. Thankfully, though, you're able to spot a single hangar nearest one of the gravity well generators that appears to be still intact. The airlock is active, which means you can fly right on through without having to worry about being sucked out into space. So, you board the ship and dock the cruiser in the hangar bay. Or the shuttle, rather. And so, our wonderful group arrives, and as you disembark from the Lambda class shuttle, you notice something slightly off. There are several TIE fighters still in their hangars, still docked. But you see 5 stormtroopers who are dead, lying on the ground. Their armor is completely obliterated. There are blaster fire marks all over it. There are pieces that have been clearly impacted in a major way, now lying broken in pieces on the floor around their bodies. You notice on one that there seems to be a pretty massive cut right up the middle of it. And so that's what you disembark to. What do each of you do?
Talk about a warm welcome, right?
I would like to go
Do you think we
investigate.
did this?
What do you mean we did this? Says
I
Jirak.
don't know. Maybe we were in fight and we got put in backed up because we kicked their ass.
I'm on board to think of that.
I could totally see us just wrecking these stormtroopers. gonna check this guy out.
Okay. TC4S walks over to the nearest stormtrooper, and the first thing you notice is the E11 blaster rifle, once held by the stormtrooper, is on the ground next to him. It appears to be in working order.
I'm gonna grab the stormtrooper by the leg and like lift him up and like inspect him.
You know how KS2O can do that in Rogue One? That's what I'm imagining here. You're just like way too strong for your own good. Yeah, you pick him up. He's hanging upside down, limp, just holes all over his armor.
Morbid.
And pick up his rifle.
TC4S tosses him over his shoulder. Yeet. You pick up the E11 blaster rifle. TC4S, the E11 blaster rifle does 21 damage naturally. However, for you, it does 26 damage because you have a +5 damage bonus to ranged weapons.
Ooh. You said +5?
Nice.
Yep.
No.
I'm going to move over. I want to look at this sort of barricade situation we've got going over here, or this gun nest.
Sure. Walking forward, there is a E-Web blaster mounted on a sliding rail pointed directly at where you've landed the Lambda shuttle. Clearly this is meant as some sort of defensive position should a situation like this arise where enemies board the ship and pour out of a shuttle. Thankfully though, the stormtrooper that once manned it is now deceased. Behind him is a pretty steep chasm. You can peer over it, and looking down you see different bridges across from one level to the other, but it seems like a pretty vast hole. You wouldn't want to fall down that.
And looking at the sort of, I guess, the way everybody's splayed out, can I get any sense of what happened? Like, trying to get a sense of how the battle went, or, using some sort of insight or something?
Roll a wilderness survival check, of which you get a +25 bonus.
Ooh.
So Carrick's begins inspecting the area a little bit to try and provide some clarity as to what went down here. With a 59, which is more than enough, you're able to see that there was a pretty intense battle that happened here. You notice that on the ground are droid parts, kind of lightly littering the area. It's clear that the stormtroopers probably fought a combination of droids and at least a couple humanoid individuals, as you see some blood kind of spattered across the floor in certain places. You know that blaster fired it hurts, but it pretty much cauterizes the area a little bit, so it's not like anyone's going to be bleeding out if they get shot.
Do you think the people who did this are still on board? If we cannot get out, then I don't think they could get out either.
Can I do a check to see how long ago this was?
Yeah. Also roll a wilderness survival check. You do not have a bonus to this.
Good to know. Oh.
This, with a 19, you're able to determine that this was done at some point between now and at least 3 years ago.
It has happened within the last 3 years. I'm 100% sure on this.
Very good to know. Thank you. I want to go poke around these ties over here, see if I can kind of figure out if any parts are useful or if anybody left anything in there that, we could take
Sure.
advantage of.
So you climb aboard pretty hastily. This is still in some kind of a lockdown mode, so you would probably have to disengage the fighter locks from a terminal somewhere. But it's in complete working order. So if you were to get it free, you could dock it on the Gozanti Cruiser if you wanted to. Assuming the shuttle docks there, you have 3 other ports you guys can dock ships on. As far
Is
as
it just a
go ahead.
standard tie, or is it an interceptor?
It looks like most of these are interceptors. For those of you who are not familiar, those are the little pointy TIE fighters. They can definitely get fast, but there's not a lot of shielding or anything like that. And as with most TIEs, there is not a hyperdrive attached.
These could be useful. Potentially.
Yeah.
I like the way you think. I think we should take them all.
Do we have room for all of them?
We should be able, if my calculations are correct, we should be able to take 3 of them and our shuttle back.
I wonder.
All right, so pick your favorite 3, I suppose.
They all look the same to me.
He, as happily as a droid can, climbs up the stairs and sets in this tie. Do I fit? Oh my god, do I fit?
Yes, you do. You're not quite Wookiee sized. You're like a very hefty droid.
Oh, so you're saying I would not get my own TIE fighter?
No, the Wookiee
Check it
can
out.
fit. There's plenty of room in
Imperial's
there.
finest.
I just look over and wave.
Okay, so we just need to unlock somewhere close by.
Do that.
And also find this hyperdrive thing.
You're right.
The motivator?
Oh yes, motivator. That is the word.
Let's see. Maybe you think maybe there's like a terminal or something around here? Maybe we can get like blueprints of the station?
Why don't you use your droid power pointy thing to hook up somewhere?
He just like shoots the the comm socket out and retracts it.
Yes, that.
Do you sense anything?
I don't know. Do I sense anything?
Seeing as how you just put your scomp link out in the air, no. You're like, meh. Yeah, no wind
not-
here, blink.
Not getting any readings here.
Maybe we
I do
should-
think we should be careful because if, like you said, whatever did this is still here, that could potentially cause a couple problems.
As you guys
Perhaps
kinda-
I should.
Go ahead.
No, perhaps I should, or one of us should scout ahead. Do you think we are small? You and me? Not the Wookiee or the droid, but
Tries to scrunch in a little bit to be smaller. Can they work?
You're able to change your size, just like hunker down and be just as small as Jirak or TC4S.
Mosey down here.
there are passages off to the north and the south, the top and the bottom.
So as you look to the north, you notice that there is some kind of crushed walls, things like that. Clearly there was an explosion on the other side that has caused not quite a cave-in, but it to be unpassable. The most of the areas to your far left, if you're looking at the map, are kind of the same deal. There are either flat walls or the passageways have been crushed. TC4S, as you enter this area, you see one more stormtrooper dead. Now, all of these stormtroopers seem to have dropped their E11 blasters next to them, so if anyone wants to grab one, you totally can.
I would like to grab one, please.
All right, you do so. Jirak also picks one up.
I think I see a nice little terminal up here.
All right, so TC4S walks
Where'd you
into
go?
one of the storage areas over to the right as you enter that passageway. And you see a couple of things. One looks like it is a charging station for some heavy artillery or maybe a shield generator of some kind. TC4S is up above and enters the area to check out the terminal. This seems to be some kind of a communication terminal rather than a control terminal. So you can roll a computer use check to see what you can do with it. If there's something specific you're trying to look for, you can roll for that as well.
I would be looking for schematics or maybe just access to the net proper.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a computer use check.
What's my bonus in that?
It is plus 30.
63.
Nice. So as you start clicking through, doing all those mechanical scomp-linky sounds, you're able to find two things. Number one, that you have no access to the HoloNet at large. Clearly, the communications array has either been destroyed or is inactive. Two, you are able to find schematics of the ship. As quickly as you can peruse them, knowing your current location, you know that one of the secondary command bridges is to your south from where you are, basically down on our map. And that there's a secondary hangar next to you, which also seems to be in a good station. Behind the secondary bridge appears to be one of the hyperdrive access points. So you might be able to find something there if you want to look for it.
All right, yeah. You guys, I think I found something. We got a secondary hyperspace port just south of the secondary bridge. Might be able to find our
How do we
motivator
get there?
Follow me.
And he starts walking towards the south.
We follow you, but remember this place in case we have to plug you in later.
Okay.
Smart.
I found a bathroom.
If you need to go, now's the time. So, Jillik, as you... no, you did it right there. Jillik, as you walk forward, you peer to your right into the open space. This appears to be a double-use area. It is an interrogation chamber where 4 B-1 battle droids and 1 droidica are plugged in a powered down state. They
Just
don't
gonna back away
seem
very
to be
slowly.
on at all. Okay. You very slowly back.
Droid?
Hmm?
Droid? There's some other droids over there. They look scary. Do you want to go? I don't know. Poke at them or something. Or don't. They could have.
I mean,
There's things that I don't understand over there. Help.
I will ask them first. So they're all powered down.
Yep.
Do I see any pieces of them matching pieces on me?
Yes, if I remember right, don't you have B1 battle droid arms? No, you have a droidica like chest area.
And I think I have one of their blaster arms too, right?
Yeah, but it's attached like over your shoulder rather than one of your hands. And I think you have battle droid legs. Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Do you think you're related?
Like a family reunion?
Possibly. I don't know. Is there a terminal or anything?
Not in here, no. But you can see stamped on one of them, it says made in Geonosis. So.
Maybe. He gets, well, as excited as a droid can be. And he starts fumbling around with this guy here. And I'm looking for its memory core.
Okay, roll a computer use check. 78. You are able to find it. You know exactly where it is, having battle droid parts, and so you kind of up and over underneath the little head flap in the back. You pull out, basically it's like a memory card, and you have it in your hand now. And I see you just place it in your own head.
Does it work that way? Click, click. I'm still new to this.
Yeah. So, because you are basically a 3PO unit head, you kind of open your other eye and stick it into. It's like a USB port right in your other eye.
That's painful to watch.
Used to this. No, it is.
Oh man. Okay, so there's a lot of things I'm coming out with that I need to do in private. This might be one of them.
Yeah, please.
Okay, we give you privacy, and I turn around, so my back is.
I just.
There you go.
Just start whistling.
So as you scan the memory core again, using your 78, there don't appear to be many memories from this droid. You can see its manufacture date. You can see it was shipped from Geonosis to a couple other different places, and that's it. It shows no record of being taken by the Empire or placed on a Star Destroyer, for that matter.
So it's not, they've not been activated
in some time
on this. Okay.
Correct. Tofu says USB ables to see.
Hey.
Hey.
No one likes the puns, Tofu. I'm joking. We all like the puns. We really do.
Love them.
Keep them coming.
Can I see any way to like permanently deactivate them here? Can I like remove their heads?
Just go and rip off their head.
No, it's simple. They can't do anything without their brains.
The hollows. We saw the hollows from the Clone Wars. Those things.
Yep.
Did we?
Therapy.
All right, so roll a computer use check again. Let's see if you know how to power down, or not power down, but eviscerate battle droids. 94.
Support function?
Yup.
Ow.
Oh, jeez.
So you know two things about the battle droids, specifically this series and the droidica. They all rely on a communication protocol to take commands and transmit coordinates, positions, information, etc. They also rely on a command protocol interweaved with that code. So by breaking their communication relay, which is typically stored in their backpack part, you can have them powered down and unable to operate. The droidica, however, you go over to that one. I'm assuming you just do that to all of them, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. As you get to that one, you notice there is no communication relay on that one.
Problem?
Well, this one, it's a little bit tougher. Does it have its memory core? Can I poke around and see if this one's been activated at all?
Yeah. Roll another computer use check.
56.
Nice. You see it, and you go to remove it. What do you do with it? Okay, I love the physical comedy of it. You just take the other one out of your eye socket, throw it over your head, and then put the new one in.
Can I go looking for that one?
Go for it, yeah.
I assume I've downloaded it, and I'm just going to max out my storage and then be like, oh, now what do I do?
Yeah. You're just going to stop mid-battle or mid-flight or something because you've run out of storage space. So as you plug it into your eye, you need to roll a potency check.
Uh-oh. What is this?
Potency check is like a stamina check. You can wager up to your maximum potency pool as a bonus to your roll. So obviously you don't know how much potency you have, but you can toss out a number and I'll tell you yay or nay.
We're gonna do 55.
Okay. You try as you might to put in all of the potency you can muster, but it's only 20.
Oh no.
40.
So as you plug in the memory core, it seems to have some sort of viral code attached to it. And it begins shutting down some of your systems. Once it's plugged in.
Guys.
You lose control of your left arm.
We rip it out.
I go.
Okay. All right. So, Jillick, roll a stamina check. Same idea as a potency check, but using the stamina pool.
I would like to hold down right as she does this.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna hold down our friend to make
the droid down.
Do the attack.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
Big bear hug.
Okay. So Labrador has
gonna
TC4S and a bear
hug. 35.
You are able to put 35 into your roll.
Sweet.
63 is enough. You hastily remove the memory core without causing any problems. However, the virus is still in his system, and so one more roll, TC4S, opposed potency check. Now you have regained all 20 points at this point, so you can put 20 back in if you like.
Load McAfee or something. I don't know. Fix yourself, droid buddy.
Oh my 110. Goodness. 102 was the roll to beat. You rolled a 90 plus 20 for 110. Your advanced programming is able to quarantine, isolate, and destroy the viral code, and you are now free of problems. However, you still don't have use of your left hand.
Uh-oh.
Favor of not doing that again.
Seconded.
I just pictured during this whole thing, Carrick's had kind of wandered down a few steps and is like, guys, I think I found the secondary bridge, and then turns back around and sees the Wookiee restraining the droid, you jumping up, ripping something out of his eye, and is like, what?
Stop fooling around. We got stuff to do.
I turned around and all of a sudden.
Guys, I think we have a problem. I don't feel the left side. I mean, I don't feel the right side either, but I really don't feel the left side.
Can I roll a computer's check on his body?
Yeah. Jillick has a plus 20 to the computer use ability.
That wasn't Jillick?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Thanks for that.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna write that down.
Now you know that's my mess up. Labrick, you also have a plus 20 on your computer use. 84 is enough. You're able to notice that there is a hard reset on that part of his chassis. And so you kind of just do a little, squeeze a hydraulic line and, press on this one piece of electronic hardware, and it kind of starts functioning again. You're able to regain control, TC4S. Gear Burner, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
I'd like to pocket the
Thank you.
memory chip.
Okay, the one with the virus
careful
on
with
it,
that one.
or
Yes,
okay.
the one with the virus on it and the other one.
Okay, you have both B1 Battle
both.
Droid memory core and the virus-laden Droidicon memory core. All right, what do you guys do now?
I pat him on the head and walk and follow Carrick's.
I have wandered down and I am looking into this room, which, guys, I think this is what we're looking for. Or maybe there's just more dead people.
Why not both?
Okay, I go first. Hopefully nothing here kills me.
So, as you
please
enter
don't die.
this room, I need to zoom in a little bit more. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. What have I done? So as you enter a little bit more, I'm trying to get the... there we go. Put it over there. No! You notice a couple things. Firstly, this doesn't quite appear to be the command bridge. This is some kind of temple or religious area. You see a couple of things. First and foremostly, there is a deceased, decaying woman laying face down in the floor in the main kind of area between the pews. And in a very large, very elaborate back-to-tank is another woman who also appears dead.
Okay, I was wrong. This is not a computer room.
Regular beehive of activity, am I right?
Go a little closer and see just like if there's anything at all that can tell me how this woman died.
Okay. Roll a potency check. Carrick's,
Okay.
I also need a potency check from you.
Can I do 15?
Yes, you may.
We'll do 25.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see. Yeah, Jillick with 15.
she's definitely dead.
You've noticed that she, in fact, is deceased.
Probably sometime between the last day or 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, could be anywhere in that time range. I'm not an expert.
So, Jillick, you're able to determine that she is in fact dead. The lifeless woman appears to have been killed some time ago. Her skeletal hand clutches a datapad that seems to control the back-to-tank.
I immediately go for the datapad
Okay, you pick it up.
and try to turn it on and get any sort of information that I can off of it.
Guys, I don't know if we should be messing with this stuff.
It'll be fine.
No, I don't think it'll be fun.
This meat bag is dead.
Carrix, would you like to say the classic Star Wars line?
I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about it.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, as just the right level of campy. So, Jillick, as you go to activate the datapad, you notice that it's simple controls: open, shut, fill, drain. What would you like to do to the back-to-tank?
That's a good question. And I kind of look around and be like, well, I mean, I hate to say it, but should we open it?
Wait, I draw my pistol, my
TC4S is
blaster
like
pistol.
rotating his head in an up and down motion.
I like the way you think.
Just this expressionless head nod.
You know what? I like to think that you don't really have a neck joint, so it's your torso. Just going.
Oh, even better, yes.
All right, so
I'm getting that we should open it.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
so you press the button, and I'm assuming you do it in drain, then open, not open and let the back to pour out. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we'll do that.
The deceased woman inside, very obviously, does not appear to be in a good spot. You do not see her breathing. The Bacta drains, and after a moment, just like the tanks you were in, it opens slowly. She is attached, kind of hanging there, head hunched over. There are monitors and cables and all stuff like that. On the data pad, Jillick, you notice that her life signs are not good. They're flatlined all the way through.
PC gets kind of close to Jillick, like off to the side of their head. And he's like, "You think they've always been human?"
I don't know.
Do you think it was a droid?
I'm
turned into a
assuming
human?
that's how that works.
Uh,
Although, could be wrong.
to shed some clarity, those are monitor hoses and cables and stuff. She very much is not a droid.
Just to let you all know, Carrick's has kind of drifted back right in the entranceway and is kind of leaning back out into the hallway, looking left and right, just to make sure nobody's coming.
Okay.
And
Now,
she's got her blaster pistol up and ready.
there you go.
I'm gonna hand the data pad off to the droid and just
We
kind
have a
of.
name.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't write it down. Can I have it one more time?
It's TC4S, and actually, what I should probably do is
TC4S.
I
Okay.
think all the tokens now have nameplates.
I
Like
only
right
see
below.
mine, Carrick's, and Drex.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. I hand the data pad off to TC4S.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can you do anything else with it?
I attempt to do anything else with it.
You don't have to roll for this. It's very obvious this only controls the Bacta tank. Now, it is something that if you
Water
wanted
level goes
to,
down.
if you wanted to later, you can use it to maybe load another set of programs on, or use it to do some more advanced things. But as far as right now's programming, it only operates the Bacta tank.
The Bacta tank
So
fills
is
up.
she?
It drains. It fills up. It drains, and then he pockets it.
Is she like well and truly dead, or is there any type of like medicine type check
I mean,
that could be done?
You can do a potency check if you would like. You can do a wilderness survival check. Those are basically it.
You want me to open it? You get a better look at it?
Now,
Yes, please.
Fabric, while they've been all doing this, you spent some time behind the Bacta tank. Did you do anything while you were back there?
See a stick on the ground?
Okay.
Is it a stick?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of metal stick. It's like a metal rod.
I would like to go investigate the stick.
Okay, you walk over. It's literally just laying there haphazardly on the floor.
A little confusing.
Okay.
You open the Bacta tank.
Pick it up.
All right, you pick it up, and you notice it's got a couple buttons on the side.
Totally gonna press some fucking buttons.
Okay. Can you Can you show me how you would hold this metal stick?
Think very carefully about this.
Okay, so Labrick is holding the metal stick out horizontally in front of her. Pointed ends left to right, and so she's just holding it there and just like poking at it, and she presses one of the buttons that actually is a button, even though it doesn't look like a button, and a red blade of energy shoots out of one side.
What on earth is that? What is that? What did you do?
It glows. I'm gonna cut something with it. I want to tap something, like tap a wall.
Okay.
Is it just light?
No, this thing, even though you've ignited it, is incredibly heavy suddenly.
Oh.
As you kind of go to move it around, you're trying to hold it as best you can. Go ahead and roll a melee attack, of which you receive no bonus.
Oh no.
This will be a one-handed or two-handed melee attack. So you're able to move it over to the stone pillar next to you, and it just slices right through it like butter. It leaves a trail of like melted rock in its wake.
All right, that's cool.
Terrifying.
Is it just gonna hit the button again? Does it turn it off?
It does.
Does it become lighter when I do that, or is it still
Absolutely.
really heavy?
No, it is back to like a normal stick level weight. It's like you're holding a water bottle, basically.
Holy bananas. I found a light stick, everybody. I'm gonna use the cutter. I'm just put it in my little pocket for now.
Okay.
Careful you don't accidentally set it off.
If you use that as a weapon, it deals 15 plus 5 damage.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right. Now back to deceased lady. You have opened all of things. Are you getting in there with her? Are you removing all the hoses and clamps and stuff?
Yeah, is there a way to do like a wilderness or survival check and kind of just poke at things and see if there's anything that I can do?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a wilderness check or a potency check. You are Jillic.
That's me.
I would recommend a potency check because you do not have a wilderness survival bonus.
Okay. Can I try 40?
You can only put 20 in. Which means you have a maximum potency of 20. So with the 27, you start poking around the body, trying to figure out what's going on. She is very pale. And you go, you just have an innate sense of like, oh, I need to check for a pulse. And so you put your hand up to the neck. She's a human woman. No pulse. You place your hand like where her heart should be just to reconfirm. No pulse. You kind of do the old like, I'm gonna open the eyes and like see if there's any, response. There's nothing. You can see that her eyes are a dull gray, very obviously lacking any sense of life.
Yeah, she's like dead.
Is she wearing anything other than like the medicine like onesie?
No, she is, it's the medicine onesie, but it's black. Clearly this person was a higher ranking official than the person who is dead on the ground in front of you.
They're just committed to the aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the Empire's finest.
Medical onesie. What are we?
Can I go back over to the decaying woman and just poke around and see if she has anything on her?
It appears to just be the data pad.
Just the data pad?
Yep.
I thought we were looking for hyperdrive what's-its.
Well, I thought we were too, but then we found a glowing stick.
Yeah.
Glowing stick, he's ripping heads out to droids.
I thought it was cool.
You didn't see what it did to that column, did you? That was cool.
Terrifying, but I agree.
Yes, I don't think we should be playing around with things we do not understand.
Do we understand anything, though? I think we must.
That's what I was going to say.
Jillick walks through the door, and you appear to be in a high-ranking conference room. TC4S, as you see this, you are reminded that the conference room sits just behind the command center of the secondary bridge.
Okay, so in relation to that secondary bridge, we need to go further south for hyperdrive, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a computer in here that I could use to figure out how much is on the credit chip?
Not in here, no.
Actually, that's a good idea. 1 second. Pit stop.
Do I need to turn around?
Is the terminal eye level, or do I gotta get all up in its business?
No, you have to slam your torso horizontally into the scomp jack.
You might want to look away.
I immediately turn around.
As you force yourself into the scomp jack, the computer responds immediately. What are you looking for specifically?
I want a ship log. I want, if I can get a roster of, the officers on board.
Okay.
I want that. I want updated schematics if I can.
Okay. Roll a computer use check, and while you're doing that, Labrick, Carrix, and Jirak appear to be heading to the south. This appears to be the mess hall that you've entered into. And looking to your left, you see the telltale signs of the classic cafeteria serving area. So that's always good.
Are there any snacks?
There appear to be a few left, yes. You find Imperial Cheetos. And some other what is that word? Non-perishable items. There you go. TC4S, as you scan from this terminal, it appears that most of the bridge has been locked out. You are able to find a roster of personnel who are stationed on the ship. It appears that all of them have died.
Okay. I will rejoin. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news.
Wonderful.
I talked to the computer.
Okay,
all right.
Congratulations.
It hates me.
Oh.
Is that
I'm
the good
sorry
news?
to hear that. Do you have any useful news?
Everybody that was stationed on board is expired.
Wonderful. That bodes well for us.
Okay, question. How would computer know they were all dead? Unless someone told them they were all dead.
I would imagine officers on this vessel would have some kind of life support chip or bio reading software of some sort.
I see. So they were not live blogging their own death.
It's the
Convenient
most
for us.
gruesome vine ever.
I will log their deaths.
Whole new meaning for do it for the vine.
So you see a couple of areas you can travel towards. You can go across the way past the mess hall, which you can kind of see through. There appears to be another hangar down there. To your left appears to lead back to the command center, and then there seems to be a destroyed turbo lift and passageway on your right, which you can't quite navigate through.
Destroyed how? Just keep going south. I am
Following the schematic, yes, it is clear you are to continue south to get to the hyperdrive access point.
Oh, there's more TIE fighters, you guys.
As you
Bikes.
Laverick
the bikes
sees
too.
3 speeder bikes in storage in this bike hangar. Not sure how helpful it will
work?
be right now, but you can take those with you when you leave.
Yes. I called dibs on one.
We're taking this with them.
Okay.
Us, right?
Yes.
Please?
Yes.
Please.
But
I'll
wait a
add
minute.
some speeder bikes to the Gozanti when you guys return.
Processing. There's not enough.
we can share. You can hop on behind me.
We will tie a rope and
I'm
you can
driving.
on.
Okay, I guess that's fine. We'll take turns.
Jirak says, what if we just make a port on the bike where you can put your head on and help control and steer it?
Oh yeah, hands free.
You on with the bike.
He gets this enlightened expression on his face, like, I've never considered I might be able to remove parts.
But all you guys see is the same expressionless, emotionless C-3PO head.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Entering this space, it is another large hangar. TIE interceptors line the walls in their locked hangar bays. You also see a troop transport on your left and a small attack vehicle right in front of you. The troop transport is probably too large to dock on the Gozanti Cruiser, so it's probably not wise to take that. But you might be able to forego one of the bikes to take the I don't know what to call that, but the mounted gun transport officer vehicle in front of you. You can probably fit that in one bike on the shuttle. Or
trade.
push comes to shove,
Quick
you can make
question.
multiple trips.
All of this technology that we're seeing, is it surprising to us at all? Like, is this... I'm trying to gauge kind of how long we were in stasis. We're not like, we didn't conk out during the Clone Wars, then wake up 20 years later. Like, this seems contemporary to...
Correct. Everything you're seeing is not surprising to you, as you said.
Okay.
It all seems familiar in like you dreamed about at one time. That type of vibe. You're not quite sure if it's because of maybe you have a little amnesia or what, but you are not surprised. It does not throw you for a loop. You're not like, oh, what is this thing? It's all pretty straightforward.
Can I go poke around the troop transport, see if there's anything fun in there?
Go for it. When you get in there, you can roll a sneak check, which Jilek has a plus 40 to.
Plus 40.
Carix, do you do anything while Jilek is searching the troop transport?
Oh.
Hanging outside, watching, making sure that, I don't know, there's no trouble from one way or the other.
Okay.
I'm still paranoid.
Jillic, as you're looking around, you don't see anything.
I just lost the map. Hold on.
You're good. You don't see anything too crazy. Most of it appears to be, power supplies for blasters, stuff troops would need in the field. But there is one thing that catches your eye, and it is a crate on the far side from where you entered. Or, I'm sorry, from where you stand by where you entered.
Okay. To that and start trying to open it, root around.
Roll a lock-picking check. You do not have any bonus. .46. You are able to pry the lock open after a couple of atempts. And as you do so, you notice there are several thermal detonators in here. There specifically are four thermal detonators.
What did you find?
Thermal detonators. These could do some damage.
Yes, we should be careful with those. I do not want to find myself floating
very
home.
Carefully scoop them up and just kind of hold them away from me like, I'm being careful, guys.
I'm trying my best.
Okay.
As TC4S rounds the corner, you hear a very faint alarm start sounding. Boo! 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 And
That wasn't my fault.
It's at this point you hear...
What did you do?
Look, man, I stepped here.
Well, maybe unstep there?
Rounding the corner are, from your left and from your right, are two B1 battle droids. They look at you, TC4S. What are you doing?
I am sent to assess damage of the vessel.
You do not look like a battle droid.
That's because I'm not a battle droid. I am a protocol droid.
Damn it.
There are not to be any protocol droids on this ship.
Well, in case your photoreceptors are like malfunctioning, there's no organics on this ship anymore, and they called me to come and fix it. The Empire wants their ship back.
Empire is destroyed. Darth Siduri is our only organic on the ship.
Wait, is that the woman that is like kind of decaying in the other room?
Roll a speech check for me.
A protocol droid, right? This would be
yes,
great.
TC4S has a +30 to the speech check.
Can we hear everything, all of this, even where we are back in the hangar?
Yep, it is very loud and echoey in the hangar.
I was going to say, I'm not trying to be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's get a roll from chat. Exclamation point D100 in chat. And I will use your roll +30 as well. I'm sorry, +10 against TC4S's roll of 67. While that's happening, Carix and Jillic and Labrick, you are able to you're able to move yourself to wherever you see fit, knowing that TC4S rolled a 67 versus chat's roll of 86. +10 is 96.
I'm going to, if possible, sneak.
Okay. Roll a sneak check. Carix does not have a bonus to sneak.
Okay.
Let's get one more roll from chat for the opposed sneak check. Jillick, if you want to do it, I'll let you
I'm
go
gonna
for
sit
it.
over here.
Not great.
Jillick runs up to the officer ship and jumps in and mounts the other E-Web blaster located on top of the ship. 82 from chat versus 19 from Carix. You think you're hidden as best as you can.
Hiding behind the Trandoshan.
Protocol droid is against logic. Does not compute. Blast him!
And at this point, let's get initiative from everybody. Just straight D100. We will go about this in order. So
You do
we
not want to
have.
mess with me.
Oh man, nice.
That's great. Wasted on the initiative.
All right, so Carix on a 63. Let's get 2 rolls from chat, please. Labrick with a 100. 31 TC4S, is that your initiative?
The 31?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. And then Jillick is on an 80. Chat, look at you rolling for everybody. So some of the droids will go on an 18. And the other ones will go on 9.
Thanks, chat.
Yay! Okay, Wiki, rip their arms off.
Go for it. And then Jirak will go on a 37. All right, Labrick, you're up.
Okay. I have a gun. One of those E1 guns. And then, is this partial cover? Is this cover at all?
It is. You're able to stand well over it.
Okay. So is it just... I don't know how cover works in this game.
It provides you a defensive bonus.
Defensive bonus. Okay. I'd like to... I'm gonna start off with shooting, guys. I'm sorry. Just gonna make sure I don't know what my armor is. And I'm gonna shoot the first one.
All right, you get a plus 15 bonus to this attack. You're using one of the E11 blasters, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
You also
Plus
get a second attack with the blaster.
What?
Yep. 52 is a hit, as is 71. You deal an additional 5 damage with your E11 blaster, which means I believe that makes it 26, correct?
Okay. Yeah, yes, sir.
You hit twice, which is enough to destroy the battle droid. Pew, pew, and it just falls to the ground. After Labrick, it is Jillick.
Over here. Lost the map again. Hold on. Bear with me.
You're good. Now, you don't see anything exiting from this area necessarily, but if you wanted to, you could try and strong arm the blaster off of the ship.
Yes, please.
Roll a stamina check. I would encourage you to put a large amount into this if you really want that gun.
Okay. Can I do 55?
Yes, you may.
Yes. Okay.
With an 82, Jillick just beast mode rips it off of the mount. I'm assuming you just kind of get off of the thing and go charging into battle. So during combat, you can move up to 8 squares on your turn without needing to spend stamina for more. So you can get all the way up to Jirak if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Cool. And then you may also spend an additional 10 stamina for an additional square up to 4 squares.
Okay.
Which would get you next to Labyrinth if you wanted to. Or in front of TC4S.
Go next to.
Okay. From this vantage point, you very clearly see a droidica as well as another B1 battle droid.
Can I do anything else?
You've only moved technically at this point, so
Okay.
you can attack if you'd like.
I'm gonna aim straight at the droidica.
Okay. Jillick normally gets 2 attacks with a ranged weapon with a plus 15 bonus. However, you can opt to make 4 attacks with a plus 7 bonus if you would like using this weapon.
Yeah, I'll do that. Can I shoot the droidica twice and then the battle droid next to it twice?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Go ahead and roll 4 attacks. Each one gets plus 7 with this weapon. Normally it would be plus 15. The first 2 are misses against a battle droid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Third
He's
attack
missing everything.
misses the droidica. And one more.
Yeah,
Another
they all
30.
miss.
Man, low rolls. You just kind
Still getting used to the.
yeah, you just throw the
There's
gun
a
on
little bit of
top
a
of the
kick.
container and just like do, but it's like wildly all over the place.
I tried.
After Jillick, it is Carix.
Carrick's is going to creep around the corner so I can actually see what's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess. So I have a blaster pistol.
Mhm.
Am I in range now?
You are technically able to shoot the battle droid next to the droidica.
Okay.
Yeah, you can shoot
Okay.
the droidica, the battle droid, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take a shot at the battle droid.
Okay. You do not get a bonus to this roll.
I thought I may not, but we'll see how this goes.
Okay. You steady your aim and you press the trigger. You release the blaster bolt, and with a 10, you almost hit TC4S.
Cut it out.
Now you've only moved 1 square, I believe, or 2 squares. You have 6 more squares of movement without spending stamina, and you have a couple other ways you can fight if you would like to try any of them.
Was going to, if I have another attack,
You do?
then what I was going to do is Carrick rounds the corner, she squeezes off a shot, and it goes wildly. She looks down at the blaster pistol, throws it aside,
Mhm.
pulls out the vibro blades, and charges the
Okay.
battle droid.
Which one do you charge specifically?
Let me see, what is closer to... Let me see, let me get closer. Is this another charging station thing?
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's one here. Well, I didn't see that one, so... I'm going after... can I just hit the battle droids, or can I hit the droidica as well?
Either one. You have enough
Okay.
movement to get to either.
Okay, so she sprints, she hits this charging pad, leaps up in the air, and goes down on the droidica with 2 vibro blades.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Get it, girl.
Roll
Let's
a
go.
roll a stamina check for the jump. you can add up to your maximum, which you don't know, but just throw a number out there.
We'll add 20.
Okay, you have more than enough to do that. And now you may roll your...
Not great.
It's good enough. You don't do like a or front flip somersault, anything. It's just like a ha! And you go to stab the vibro blades in. Now you need to make a one-handed melee attack with both vibro blades.
Any bonuses to these?
You do not have a bonus. Oh, I'm sorry. You do have a bonus to these. Go ahead and roll while I pull up the more detailed sheet for myself.
Okay. 32 plus whatever bonus is.
Mm-hmm.
And 64 plus whatever bonus is.
Okay. You get a +5 to both of those, which the first one just kind of hits some of the droideca's metal plate shielding, and so it kind of skirts to the left a little bit. But the other one does hit a vital area and kind of takes some of the hydraulic wiring and stuff, and basically it cannot use its left arm either now. You deal a total of 15 damage to the droideka. Coming back, we have, after Carrix, it is Jirak. So chat, if I could get 2 rolls for Jirak, they're using their E11 blaster rifle. After Jirak is TC4S, if you would like to take your turn.
After Jirex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll chat rolled a hit and a second hit, so Jirak kind of holsters up next to Labrick and fires northward, dealing 52 damage and killing that battle droid.
Well, TC goes ahead and moves in and is going to blast the droideka.
Okay. Go ahead and...
with the E11.
You get 2 attacks at a +15 bonus.
First attack is...
Nice, 106. That is a critical hit, which means you deal 26 times 2 is 52 plus 20 is 72 damage to the droideka, which is a substantial amount of damage. And now you get your second attack.
We're going to do that again.
It's not dead?
It is not dead.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What, you like that? Well, have some more.
84 is a hit. You deal 26 damage. For reference, everyone who has gotten a +15 bonus to their ranged attack has a 10% critical chance and deals an additional 20 damage on a critical hit. They also have a +5 ranged damage bonus. And we can add, I'll remind everyone after the show. After TC4S, it is the... Go ahead.
Do I have any more time
You can
to pop a shield?
Yes, you can try and activate your shield generator. All right, roll a computer use check.
I don't like that expression. A little terrifying.
I want the roll to be good. All right, 36. So it's 36. You go to punch it in, and you feel the energy flow through your chassis.
Yeah.
And the shield generator begins to hum lightly, and it begins to produce the shield, but only over your head.
It's something. We'll work it out. Troubleshooting.
The B1 battle droids go next. This one steps 4 paces in. The other one also is going to fire. They have a whopping +5 bonus to attack. Let's see. TC4S, this attack is to you. Does 26 break your armor rating? Do you know what your armor rating is?
I do not know what my armor rating is.
TC4S's armor rating is 55. So it does not hit. The next one is going to fire at Jillick, who has, I believe, a 35 right now. And you do get a +20 from the cover, but it still hits you. You're going to take a whopping 26 damage as well. After that droid goes, the top one goes. Labrick, this is to you. Same deal. It hits the crate in front of you. And Jurak also is not damaged. Carex, the droidicot now gets a turn. It is going to fling you violently off of itself using a stamina check to try and break 3 from you. You can roll an opposed stamina check to try and hold on to the vibroblades if you would like.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Well, try.
Dear.
Oh my.
I mean, I'll try. I can always roll a 100, right?
Yeah, now you have regenerated stamina a little bit. So, if you would like to throw some in, just throw out a number. How much?
Can I put 50 in as well?
Yes, you may.
All right.
You roll a 65.
I'm rolling bad tonight.
So it flings you violently as it rotates its torso in a spinning move. And as you are thrown backwards, you land a couple squares away. It turns to face you. And then it is going to unleash all of the attacks it can possibly muster.
It's like 1.5, right?
Yeah. Carex, your armor rating is 55. And with 4 attacks coming from one of its arms, you are only hit once for 26 damage.
One of its arms.
The other arm was so gracefully disabled by Carrick's vibroblade, which is still sticking out of it.
Well, that could have been worse.
After that, we're back to the top. Labrick, you're up.
Well, I'm seeing this and I'm a little panicked, so I'm gonna pop on over there and try to hit it with my Wookiee hands.
Okay.
Trying some things out today.
There you
Get
go.
it distracted.
You do not have a bonus to this roll.
Good to know. Good to know.
36. You go to hit it as hard as you can, and you hit its shield generator, and it just kind of absorbs the damage.
Okay.
You know, you do have a second hand if you would like to attack with that.
Oh. Can I use a different attack for that?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that I am not very good at swinging this thing, but what if I brought the blade up and I just opened it on top of it? Just like the lightsabers, just shroom.
Yeah. I mean, go for it. So you're aiming to just attack it with this lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean, like, it cut the pole. Maybe it can cut a man.
Go ahead and roll.
44.
So you go to lift this hefty blade and bring it down atop the droideka, but the weight distribution of how heavy the blade is, it just kind of hits the shield generator a little bit. It goes through it. It absorbs, like the shield generator definitely starts to like, but it just drops to the side. You're not able to push it through all the way.
Figured.
After Labrick, it is Jillick.
Yeah, so at this point I'm ditching the big gun because it's heavy. And I'm gonna take out the E11 and go for the battle droid that actually I'm gonna move first.
Okay.
Go here.
All right. You move
And then-
forward in front of TC4S.
Yeah.
And
And
you
then
can
I'm gonna
ahead
go
and
for
attack.
the battle droid behind me.
Okay. Up to the north that was firing on you earlier.
Yes. Because that hurt. A little bit.
Go ahead and roll.
So it's a plus 15.
Yes. And you get 2 attacks with that.
Okay.
66 hits right dead center. It takes 26 damage. And your second attack, also a hit. You light this thing up with a couple shots and it falls defunct to the ground.
Take that.
Carrix, you are up.
I don't have a weapon.
Oh,
Okay, is
there
it
a way to
possible?
toss
Go
or
ahead.
something?
What was that?
I said, is there a way to like toss her the blaster that I'm holding?
Not from that far away.
Could I?
You are closest, yes.
Can I do it on my... Does it have to be on my turn, or can I do it on their turn?
You guys can work collaboratively if you'd like. Carrix, what do you want specifically?
Anything.
Because
I seem to be more effective with melee weapons. I was going to try to retrieve my vibroblades if worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm. You can basically, give a sign to Labrick if you want to try and grab some from them. Your vibroblades are still stuck in the droideka. You also feel a pretty substantial amount of confidence about facing this droideka for whatever reason.
Key, give me the light stick.
Just toss it over.
Okay.
I turn it off first.
A smart move. Smart move. Roll a ranged attack, Labrick. With a 92, you throw it as hard as you can at Carrix. Carrix, I need you to roll a D100 with a plus 18 bonus. So, Labrick throws the lightsaber and it flies basically so hard at you, you kind of inherently dodge out of the way, Carrix. And as it flies behind you, you reach your hand out to catch it, but it is nowhere near you. However, you catch it in the air with the force and pull it to you and ignite the lightsaber. And now you may attack the droideka.
Now we see who is boss. All right. Do I get a bonus with this?
Yes, you're gonna get a plus 15 bonus with this attack.
Okay, now we go.
Carix runs up to the droideka.
Ooh.
With a 105, which
Nasty.
is technically a critical hit with this. You deal... Sorry, hold on. You deal 50 damage to the droideka. You may make one more attack.
Okay, so Carix catches it. Actually, the blade flies into Carix's hand, and she is as surprised as everybody else is. But flicks it on, charges this thing, and
another critical hit. You deal another 50 damage. Would you like to describe how you eviscerate this thing?
I think she sprints forward with the lightsaber back in the high position. She swings wildly the first time and is surprised when the shield generator flickers out. And the lightsaber cuts almost straight through the droid. But then she flips it up and brings it straight down on top of its head as it crumbles to the ground.
Nice. After Carix, it is Jirek. Chat, if you want to roll for Jirek, 2 rolls !D100. While that's happening, TC, you're up.
This B1 droid down here, it's getting blasted.
I'm gonna duck.
Smart move.
Oh, thank you.
DC4S shoots a couple times with his plus 15 attack bonus.
It says rolling. Okay, there it goes.
25, you very much miss. Like, you go to shoot and then, like, it's jammed for a second. You just kind of, like, slap it and then keep firing. 93, natural 93, 108 total. That is a critical hit. You deal 52 damage to the battle droid and it falls down dead.
Danger protocols. What?
It's at this point, Jillik, you look up to your right on top of the map there, and you notice that there is a clearly labeled Hyperdrive Terminal.
Hey, we're gonna talk about the glowing stick later, but I think I found what we've been looking for.
How'd you grab it out of the sky?
I don't know.
That's what we're talking about later.
I don't know.
Oh, you're right. Ride home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can see. Crunch, crunch.
Carix is just staring at her hands, like just staring.
Hey, can you guys give me like a moment with this computer?
Oh, right.
It was some
Pat,
It was good throw, Wookie. I thank you. It was... You saved me.
Get about eye level with the terminal and...
Well,
I'm just pointedly looking anywhere but there.
Yeah. So while he's doing that, Carix, Labrick, and Jillik have, I'm assuming, a heartfelt conversation right now, it seems.
yeah. I'm glad you.
Carix. You hanging in there? Do you know?
I feel good. I feel better than I have in a long time. I don't understand why, but it feels very, I don't know, somehow familiar. Like
I seem to think that it's alright to not understand everything. We made it this far.
Labrick, being a Wookiee and clearly the eldest of everyone here, seeing as how you are a Wookiee, and Wookiees can be much older than humans, or Rhodians, or Bothans.
What about droids?
Jury's out on where your brain came from. But Labrick, you know the tales of the Jedi from your young years dwelling in Kashyyyk. At least you remember dwelling in Kashyyyk from the Clone War era.
I'm old. Do I know anything about the bad guys, or do I just remember the good guys?
You remember the Jedi and the clone troopers standing by your side fighting the separatists, though you at the time were just a young Wookling. I don't know if that's a word, but now it is. And so you kind of idolize, you remember looking up to the Jedi and just wanting to learn a lot about them. You don't remember much past that, but clearly the memory is from when you were a young Wookiee.
Does Jedi or protector or guardian mean anything to you?
I don't know. Well, I know the guardian and protector words, but no, I have never heard of Jedi. I don't know. This is no.
Nonetheless, you've become one of the most important people of our party, and we should keep that in mind.
I don't think I'm just humble Rhodian.
But you have a glow stick that can cut through droids.
Well, yes, but you have the bombs that can blow up droids.
I'm not sharing those.
You have very thin arms, and you can pick up the light sword easily. I have very thick arms, and it took me a lot of effort.
Yes, it is not heavy. It is light. It is like feather.
Wait, let me see it.
As Jillick holds the blade...
I hand it over.
Oh, okay. As Jillick holds the blade, I'm assuming you ignite it in a safe manner.
Yes, I hold it out away from me as far as it'll go, and I turn it on.
And your hand just like drops from the weight of it.
What do you mean it's not heavy? And I immediately turn it back off and hand it back.
Ignite it, and I start waving it around above my head. No, it is light. See, it is like feather. It is like we have stick hit with thing with candy. I don't know.
You guys might want to be careful with that. You're around fuel.
The heaviest glow stick I've ever felt.
No, it's fine. Look, it's just like this wide zoom out of the Star Destroyer exploding. So you notice as Carix is waving it around that each movement, even though it seems haphazardly, seems to be very practiced and elegant with it. It's not just like...
One of us wielding.
Starting to think that you know what you're doing.
I don't know. It feels... I don't know. It feels familiar, but it's not... I don't know. I don't think about it. It's just... It is like almost like the sword that guides me a little bit.
So you've bonded with the glow stick.
Well, it's sort of. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's like I'm connected to it. Like I'm connected to, I don't know, like I stand on this ground. It's like you're connected to the ground. I feel like connected to the glow stick.
You hear the telltale Macintosh boot up sound as TC4S has completed his process back there. TC4S, you have come into the information that behind you in a crate is the Hyperdrive Motivator.
Is it currently uninstalled?
Yes, it is a replacement part.
Oh, fantastic. All right, what we're looking for is over there.
You clearly...
I call back without turning around. Are you decent?
Yeah, we're good.
He's like closing his eye port as you walk in.
Oh no, don't look at me.
So you look towards the back and you see a pretty large locker. It's not locked. Just kind of has a hatch that opens. And as you open it, you look inside and see there it is. There's the Hyperdrive Motivator.
Okay, I guess.
Suppose I could turn off the interdictor field from here, can I?
You could attempt it. Roll a computer use check.
Here we go. Let's see if I can do this, you guys.
Tofu says, whoop, there it is. With the 77, yes, you're actually able to navigate your way from this terminal to one of the other terminals into a subsystem that will allow you to override the authorization to turn off all of the gravity well generators.
The green light's connected to the red light. The red light's connected to... You guys, I think I got it.
Clearly, the code is also affecting your line of sight. So, as you complete the process, as you complete,
please stand by.
As you complete the process, you can hear the hum of the gravity well generators completely turn off, and as you do so, you feel like this field of energy that you've felt since you became conscious has completely dissipated.
All right, you guys, we need to get this back to the shuttle, get our ship so we can get out of here.
How heavy is this?
It's not
This
very
thing.
heavy. I'd say it's maybe like 40 pounds.
Okay.
Lucky.
I will look it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but my photoreceptors are off, and I'm audio only.
I will log him as well.
You take TC4S by the hand.
Yeah, we'll get you back, buddy.
One of these days, we will learn how to navigate unknown systems. It's a new body. And, I'm still trying to come to terms with it.
As you are walking out from the Hyperdrive access terminal area, you meander back into the secondary hangar that you passed through earlier. And as you do so, all of the lights turn off.
I don't think that they do that.
Well, it's not to me. I
Can we
flip
see?
on the glow stick.
The light red glow.
I'm just gonna
of
inch a little closer.
Okay. The light red glow of the lightsaber outlines you guys' faces. You can't see much, though you hear each other breathing. You hear each other's light motion. But that's the extent of it.
Do I have any light sources on my chassis at all?
Not many. It's mostly your one eye.
How bright can I make it? Focus.
So you guys are able to kind of change your lighting situation from being basically null and void to being just a very dim light available to you. And so I'm adjusting everyone's light values right now in Roll20. But as you guys kind of stop to take a little bit better inventory of where you are and what's around you, you hear footsteps from a far way off.
I thought it was dead. I'm just gonna whisper that as quiet as possible.
Was dead
Everybody
but
that's
one.
supposed to be on this ship is.
Turn it off. Turn the glow stick off.
Okay. I turned the lightsaber off.
Okay. You turn it off and it is pitch black. You hear a voice. And it's muffled. It seems to be echoing pretty loudly throughout the entire cruiser.
You have trespassed. You will die.
Pleased to make you acquaintance. I am TC4S. I am a program protocol droid. And I am trying to figure out the lighting situation.
Like you're trying to I'm currently working on it. I'll get back with you as soon as I am available.
Please hold.
It is at this moment you barely make out from where from where Jillick broke the E-Web blaster off the vehicle. There is now a shadowy figure standing next to it. It seems to lumber toward you very slowly, one step at a time.
I suppose that we could
Sorry.
talk this out.
It continues to lumber forward towards you without speaking.
We can leave. We can. But we'll be going now.
I'm gonna try to interpose myself between me and shuffling figure to give my allies a chance to kind of like spread out or scatter if things get really bad.
Okay.
But we're gonna just continue protocol and etiquette.
Can she
next
The
to?
thing is
Can
you're
she
best
see
at.
us?
You are unsure.
That's great. Can I try to sneak to where I know the troop transport is as quietly as possible?
Yeah, roll a sneak check. And chat, let's get one from you, please.
Sorry, chat, roll low,
There it goes.
please.
Yep, 66 from Jillick. 42, you are definitely hidden. You're able to sneak wherever you may. Now, you can only move 4 squares a turn, which we're not in combat right now, but if it comes to that, just know that. the figure continues to lumber forward towards you all. And just as TC4S steps forward, his light illuminates the dead woman who is now walking slowly with cracks and bruises and open wounds towards you. And she raises her hands and lightning shoots from her fingertips towards TC4S. And that's where we're gonna end it.
I knew you were going to do that.
Oh, yes.
She's gonna supercharge me.
Yeah.
Yes. Good thing your face is protected.
Oh, is the shield generator still on?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. We really do appreciate it. We are going to call it
chip
here. Thank you, everybody, again. We will make it a point to go ahead and post when our next sessions are, so we can kind of get that on everyone's calendars as you're watching. But if you missed this episode, feel free to watch it on YouTube or listen to it on any podcasting app. Don't forget to go check out all of these wonderful people and join Goat Gaming Syndicate on not only on Discord, but also you can follow them on Twitch, and there's pages and there's all sorts of stuff. So thank you guys again for watching. We really appreciate it. One day we'll come up with an actual outro for the show, but today is not that day. So today we repeat the intro. Farewell. Bye.